let's do the boat supports, which includes some braces and crutches. I've cut all the parts out, including a couple of the really long ones. Now, the instructions are spread out over several diagrams. So what I've done is I've went through them all and just consolidated them on a single sheet that I can print out. So the parts in red are the supports, and then on the blue is the braces underneath and the crutches that sit on top for the boats. So hopefully I've got all my numbers correct. So what I'll do is I'll try soldering them up, and I'll do one of the smaller ones, which has a single crutch, support and brace. And then we'll probably do this larger one that goes across the whole deck. Okay, let's build one of the boat supports. So the horizontal support, hopefully you can see we've got 2 slots there for the underside brace, and nice touches. They're unequal sizes, so you can only put the brace in one position. And also you can see the groove for the boat crutch. So you need to make sure you bend it in the right direction, so the grooves are on the right side, the correct side. Of course, they're very easy to bend. There's very little connection points. Okay, so what we do need to make sure is, hopefully you can see, it hasn't folded exactly parallel. So we need to make sure we get that parallel. Just grip that. That's looking pretty good there. Okay, so we'll solder this up. Just put some flux along the edge there. Now for the edge soldering, I'm going to do what I did in a previous video, and it's just apply the paste directly to the edge. Normally for edge soldering, I would pick up some wire solder on the actual tip and drag a tip across. But this seems to be a cleaner way. And I'm keeping away from the ends there because they've got a bit of a recess for fitting into the deck. And hopefully you can see we've got very little, if any, solder went over the edge onto the face. Do the same for the other side. Okay. So we'll do the underside brace now. I'm not sure if you can see, obviously the back side's flat, but it does have like a bit of etching in the center, like it's an I-beam. Of course, this is very little connector points to bend at, but and hopefully, again, you can see the unequal tabs. So you've got a longer tab and a shorter tab. But for this, I'm only going to solder it on the underside surface, not on the tab side. Again, it's looking pretty good. And then lastly, we'll just fold up the crutch. I've got to say, I think the KA models crutches are a lot nicer, got more detail. And then we'll do the other side. Then we'll do the tops. I'm not going to do the bottom because that will get done when it goes into the slot. Now I'm just going to have to clean up the curve because where the fold was, it's left like a little high point. So using the round side of the file, just clean up the end as well. now assemble them, but what I might do first is some 1200. A bit better up. Okay. Of course, very little of these are going to be seen once I'm placing on the boats. And just taking a bit more care with the crutch because it's only got a little connector in the bottom for the two halves, so they can easily be disturbed and bent. Okay, so we'll put the brace on the bottom, and as you can see, there's the two slots there. Okay, so we'll attach the underside brace with the long slot and short slot tabs. Okay, so you just want to hold it down. Now we'll use the cocktail stick to move it back and forth until I can get it vertical. So hopefully you can see it's in the T-shape. Didn't get any overflow on that side, which was good. There was a wee bit of transfer onto the top surface, so we can just scrape that off. Again, this is an underside, you'll never see it. You could, if you want, just come in with a fiberglass pencil and clean it up. So the last thing to do is attach the crutch. So what I've done is I've just cut a slot with a razor saw into the MDF for the underside brace to drop through. And we'll just trial fit this into the groove, make sure it fits. And it does, a bit of free play. So I'll hold it to this edge here. So that looks like it's going to fit in there pretty good. I'll just put a masking tape just to stop it sliding about. That's better. Now I will just flux the underside of the crutch. Okay, now again we need to make sure it's vertical. So using the cocktail stick to hold it down in the center, I'll just apply the heat. Just going to apply heat again to the other side because I can see unmelted solder. Okay, so that's one down. It's looking pretty clean. And on, you can see the T crutch maybe needs to go bent over a wee bit at the top there. That's easy enough to do with the tweezers. Okay, so I did say I was going to do a bigger one, but to be honest, the process is exactly the same, so probably not much point. So of course we can't paint this now until we trial fit it out on the deck because it has to be supported in two ends on the boat deck and the funnel base. Okay, so that's all the boat supports assembled. Now I've laid them out in order of installation from the stern forward to the bow, and I've also paired them up to port and starboard side just in case when we come to fit them they need different tweaking to get into position. If they just fit straight in, then it doesn't matter, but I'm assuming I need to trim and adjust and file down bits and pieces to fit. So each side might be slightly different in the fitment. Number 33 is a tricky one, but we'll have a look at that separately. Okay, so let's start fitting to the hull. Okay, we'll have a look at the one that goes here. That's number 32. Now this is starboard side. Okay, so as you can see, it just slots straight into place. I'll check the other one. It might not matter what side we go to, because that just dropped in. If they're all going to drop in, then we don't need to worry about left and right, or port and starboard. That was a simple drop-in fit. Let's just try number 31 as well, just see what that's like. Okay, that just plopped into place as well, so it doesn't look like we need to worry too much about fine-tuning individual ones. Let's just have a look at the, okay, I don't know if you can see, it's actually got a cutout to go around that platform. Okay, so these are all dropping into place. I think I'll just test fit them all. Okay, so this is all the starboard ones, or starboard side fitted, and one or two needed slight tweaking to the ends. So I will just keep them handed. Now, the major issue we're going to have is here. So obviously, we've got all the cutouts as per the kit. Now, Pontos has actually supplied an additional one, which is number 33. Now, as you can see, because it wasn't supplied in the kit, there's no cutout specifically for it. So I'm assuming we need to butt each end against this edge and the ventilator body. So as you can see, we need to fine tune its overall length. We also need to determine the distance, measuring off the plans and then converting it to the scale, or the ship model scale. We'll get a distance here. Okay, so number 33, which is the one extra, there is no mounting points. From the drawings, I've determined that from edge of 33 to the edge of the full width one is 19 millimeters, give or take. Calc as best I can make is about 19.4, but that comes off the edge a wee bit of the ventilator. So 19 sits nice on the ventilator. Well, I made a couple of balsa blocks, but to be honest, they're too light. And I worked out that they should be from my deck to the underside about 10.6, but for some reason they're a bit short. Now, it took a lot of trial and error, and it was a case of just sanding or filing that end until it's still quite a tight fit. Could probably take a wee bit more off. Being slightly over large, it's kind of held in there. It's a 2x foot actually. Oh no, it's actually quite nice. So I'll get these painted up, and when I come to fit them, I'll do the ones either side, and then I'll put a straight edge across the properly fitted ones, and that will get this up to the right height. Okay, so we'll start fitting into the deck, and I'm just going to use some crystal clear. And I'll just use a damp brush just to remove any overflow or squeeze out. So we'll work our way down. We'll get a bit clearer once I get closer to the camera. Now we've got the one that stretches across the full width. Now, if you remember, number 33 here, we'll skip for the time being. Okay, so for this one, because it sits underneath the ventilator, I'll apply crystal clear to this side, but on this one I'll put it under here. Okay. Oops. There we go. So the last one's this big cross deck one again. Now it does have a cutout, so we just need to make sure it's in the right way around. Okay, so that's the majority of them on. So we just need to focus on this number 33 now. So what I'll do is I'll use this piece of plastic card just as a straight edge. So you can see it's touching nicely on the 3 supports. So that will give us the proper height for this one because it doesn't have a proper locating point. And remember the tape's the edge. Okay. It's not too bad there actually. Okay, so with the position and height set, just put a bit of tape on here. So we've got an easy reference point to go back to. Okay, so to lock it in position, I'm going to use some thick gel, CA gel. Just apply it to the underside. And the same on this side. Okay, so hopefully that's enough to secure it. We can just take away these now. So that's all the boat supports in now. And of course, we just need to repeat the process on the port side. Okay, so that's all done. It wasn't too bad. It was quite enjoyable actually. I liked all the footwork parts just dropped straight into position, which was good.